Soy un perdedor. I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill me? I had to face like a big thing about myself yesterday. So if you've been watching my channel, because you already know Snow Blunt Talk, it's a show. I always say in every video, or almost every video, welcome back to yet another episode. So it's episodic. My life is, everybody's life is episodic. I say that to say this. Yesterday, or the last video I posted, I talked about how I was in class and I was, not really fucking with doing one of the projects, and I was like, I'm leaving school after this semester. I said I finished school and I started my own business. They said, oh, you graduated. No, I decided I would type shit. And then, so I'm doing this oral final, right? And the teacher, she's like, it's the last day of class, and then she's like, oh, why'd you take this class? What'd you learn from it? She asked my partner, oh, what are you doing? He gives, a college kid answer, you know what I'm saying? My boy out there getting that damn education, talking about social service, whatever the hell he on. It sounded really good. And then she looks at me, she's just like, oh, and you just do whatever you want. You just don't want a degree in anything. You just out here. And, me being a snarky motherfucker, I'm like, yeah. But deep down inside, man, that, it reopens some wounds within me, right? Because me pursuing the type of stuff I'm pursuing and not being like traditional and shit, in that regard, I always had to deal with and avoid that feeling of like being kind of like a fucking loser, you know what I'm saying? And the way my teacher phrased that, it's exactly everything that I never wanted to be perceived as, you know what I'm saying? Because the way I live my life and the way I think and my demeanor and everything, people easily think that, oh, I'm just out here doing whatever, laissez-faire, do what you want. Bitch, it's not like that. You see me out here, it's 9 a.m., you know what I'm saying? I got the tripod behind the fucking department store. I'm filming a damn video, you feel me? Shit is not sweet, and it never was. In my whole life, I've been mad because people always think shit is sweet, because a nigga like me, I could go through 10 days of pain, but I could be one day, I could wake up, still have a smile on my face. I thought about this the other day. I could be depressed as shit, and I was depressed as shit recently, but I'm still gonna wake up and thank God for the day. And just because you could be thankful and positive, niggas think shit is sweet. I was thinking to myself all day, like, damn, I feel like, I kind of feel like, what if she's right? What if I'm just out here doing whatever, not really on shit? She made me feel, and it wasn't her, it was more so me. Because honestly, sometimes I give that impression, and I'm gonna get into why later, but I give that impression because I know that the school path is not for me right now, but I'm afraid to really claim what I'm actually on. Because after I went up to where I was going, I sat at my computer, and a lot of what she said was weighing on me, and all those feelings of, being less than, and feeling like I'm not doing anything, they started coming back on, and all the judgment from society and parents who look at the type of things that I do, older folks look at the type of things I do, it's like, oh, you're just having fun. Guidance counselors, oh, you're just having fun. But just because you're passionate about something does not mean there's no work involved. A lot of the time, the things you're most passionate about involve the most focus, the most work. But people think because it's something like shooting a vid, it's something like writing, oh, it's just fun, you can just, no, it's work. It's passionate work, it's enjoyable, but it's work. It's just as much work. When I see people studying, and I'm like, I don't really do that. But when I'm locked in mixing, I get it. That's my studying. That's my project. You feel me? And I go up to the computer, and I really want to write down my feelings. So I start writing out this manifesto about, because every so often you got to do a little life audit, and I'm looking, from a certain point in my life 2 years ago to now, and I'm like, damn. Right now, it's kind of mirroring where I was at 2 years ago. And 2 years ago, I made rash decisions because I didn't know exactly what I was making them in the name of. I didn't know what I was doing. But thankfully, these past 2 years, I've become more cognizant of my own self to realize, and I was just writing all this stuff, and I realized, dog, 2 years ago when I was stressed out, I knew I couldn't fuck with school and I was just done and I was just over it, I didn't know what exactly I wanted to do instead. But it's funny because the answer has been in front of me all along. I've just been afraid to claim it. I've been afraid of the judgment because you already know everybody and they mama want to be creative in 2024. And if you tell people that, oh, I'm a creative, they're going to look at you. They might be happy. They might be proud. Most often than not, they're going to be pretty skeptical. Like, oh, that's probably not going to work. And it took me a long time to realize that this is a projection. You know, when people tell you that whatever you're doing is too idealistic, you can't really make it like that, they're just looking at you and projecting onto you how they would be in your situation, right? If they were you, how would they feel? But they're not you. So the projections they mean nothing. And a lot of time people will have they'll be wanting to look out for you. But some people, everyone gives and receives love differently. Like, to me personally, being the way I am, if you're telling me, hey, don't do this because, it's just not, you know, a lot of people are gonna think you're crazy. A lot of people are gonna think you're off. You don't want that. And it's just like, bro, if you know me, you know I don't give a fuck about that. Love to me is encouragement. And as long as you're not putting yourself in harm's way, being like, hey, no matter how crazy you want to look, no matter how wild it is, if you're taking care of yourself, if you handling business the way you need to be, do what you need to do in this lifetime. Because I was really putting it into perspective. Like, this is just me and what I want to do right now. I could be 30 years old, like, I want to be a marine biologist. You know, let me go and pursue that. But the only way I realized I'm gonna get to that point is if I fully invest in what I want to do right now. So writing all this down on that manifesto, at the end of it, see, I started off feeling like, damn, well, fuck it, I guess I'm a fucking loser. And that's the thing about acceptance. Acceptance is a crazy drug. Because when I thought to myself, well, I guess maybe everyone's right. Maybe I'm just this fucking slacker, unserious, all this shit. But instead of feeling bad about myself, accepting that which I was so afraid to actually accept, I started walking around like, sunny days, sweeping the clouds away. Like, I had this weird fucking smirk on my face, and I was just because I was like, bro, fuck, I guess I ain't shit. But the funny thing about accepting what you think is the worst part of yourself, you realize it's not even true. When you accept your hell, you realize you have the power to make it heaven. All you had to do was just come to terms with where you were at and how you actually felt. And that's what love is. See, when I accepted that people would look at me or might look at me as unserious, they might look at me as this, that, and the third thing, I was like, you know what? I don't care. I think that smirk was coming from the love that couldn't be stopped. Like, it was that self-love, that deep well. I was like, you know what? I'm happy. I'm happy because if I ain't shit, if I'm a loser, I'ma accept it. I'ma accept it and I'll be like, you know what? That's the type of nigga I am in this life. Done spent 4 damn years ducking and dodging the truth. And here it is. Fuck it. That's who I am. And, you know, that little funny little ecstasy survived for a little bit, but then it overcame. I came to my senses. I came to my senses and realized I'm no loser. Dog. Like, you look at my subscriber count, it's somewhere shy of 400 right now. It ain't much, but nigga, a year ago, I didn't even have 100 subscribers. I listened to the songs I would make years ago and then listen to the songs I make now and how everyone reacts to them, and I'm like, bro, hold up, because I'm not gonna sit up here and disrespect myself just because people that are living a life that I don't want to live, that people that are more traditional than me, that view me as a certain type of person for doing the things I do, I'm not gonna let that make me think the way they think of me. Oh, people who just record all day, who do all this, they're unrealistic, they're this, they're that. Hey, bro, you could think that. I know that if you want a nigga to be ambitious, hardworking, got goals, got passions, it took me so long to realize I have all of that. I just refuse to accept where it lied because I let society get to me. I let parents, guidance counselors, teachers get to me and tell me that, you know, what I really wanted to do was, oh, it's unrealistic. You have to get all this certification, then you could do that other stuff if you want to. But it's like, you know what? Fuck that. Because I'm not gonna sit up here in class being a slacker when I know I'm a motherfucking hustler when it comes to my goddamn videos, my goddamn art, my goddamn music. Like, I'm not gonna let myself take on society's judgments because they don't understand where I'm coming from, man. I swear, 2023 is where everything began to click. 2023, I would be sitting with my damn guitar, recording over and over again, being meticulous as hell, really going into every line, going into every detail. And I'm like, damn, this is the feeling I was looking for when I was looking for something I'd be passionate about. Scrolling through the university websites, looking at what degree I could do, what I could pour myself into. And I ain't like none of that shit. But what I do pour myself into, it's right in front of me. And this whole time I've been afraid to claim it and accept it. And writing that, I decided that this stops now. I'm done viewing myself as a loser, viewing myself as a slacker, cause nigga, I ain't no slouch. I'm out here, bro. I got my camera, SD card converter on me at all times, keyboard on me at all times. I come ready, bro. I'll be ready to fucking work. And just because it's this work, motherfuckers wanna act like, oh, but what are you really doing though? Nigga, I'm really doing this. I'm tired of cause if I'm sitting wasting away doing something I don't really wanna do, I'm doing a disservice, not just to myself, not just to people around me, not just to the world, but for the universe. I'm doing this. Cause when I do shit like that, when I just meander away in class and slack off on assignment, people are like, damn, other people get disappointed. They're like, why aren't you working so hard? And I always had trouble with people seeing a lot of potential in me, because whenever I would be in class and people see potential in me, the teachers would see me not really work that hard, especially in college. And I was like, they would be like, oh, why don't you work? I'm tired of disappointing people. I'm tired of perpetrating like I really give a fuck about some shit I don't want to give a fuck about. From here on out, I want to only do things I care about, because when people see potential in me, I want them to see that I'm working toward actualizing it. Because the pain that you feel, even if you don't want to be in a certain class, even if you don't want to do that, the pain you feel from people looking down on you and thinking that, oh, you just do whatever you want, you just fuck around. No, the fuck I don't. I fucking put that work in, and just because I don't give a shit about what you talking about doesn't mean I don't give a shit about life at all. Nah, fuck that. I ain't no loser, I ain't no slacker, nigga. I'm living a purposeful ass life, and that's why I want to live more of my life in my purpose. Because I'm tired of putting half my energy into 1,000 different things that I don't want to do. I want to put this full, intentional, hard-working energy into what I want to do, because it's gonna all come back to me. My life, when it comes to, oh, what I want to be doing, personal relationships, all this shit. Because I told y'all in the last video, I can do one, I can't do both. If I was working a job I didn't really like, but I had an amazing relationship with my family, I loved being around them, and I had, you know, amazing people that I was always around, and I got to just be out and experience the world and travel. But I don't get either of those. Ever since I got to college age, my familial relationships have been even more and more fraught, all because I won't step into my power and claim what I actually want to do. So what happens? I look disappointing and unorganized as hell. Oh, Kyle, what are you doing in school right now? Oh, I'm getting a degree in this. I hate having that conversation every time, because every time I'm giving some bullshit answer that I don't really care about, and I'm always trying to just smooth the topic off myself. And, you know, people always bring it up like, oh, you're at this major, so it's just, but I'm not even, I don't wake up thinking about that shit. That's just an automated answer whenever somebody asks. I don't even believe in that shit. So I've decided that I'd rather rep for what I believe in and then take the fall. If motherfuckers think I'm crazy, think I'm unrealistic, think I'm idealistic, I don't care anymore, okay? Because I'm tired of being looked at as half a person. I'm tired of being looked at as lazy, unmotivated, directionless, when I have a clear vision of my direction and clearly have the wherewithal to pursue it and clearly am not afraid of doing that work. And despite everything, all the things I've had to do that didn't have to do with YouTube, all the things I've had to do that didn't have to do with my album, I've still, not much, but I've still been making strides. And it's just so inspirational to me that, you know what? I think it's about time. I'm 22 years old, and it's about time that I step into my power for real. I step into unashamedly claiming that I, Kyle, am an artist. And I work in multiple mediums, but that is my life. And even if I was supposed to be some corporate motherfucker down the line, the solace comes from the fact that I gotta pursue this, that, and all of this to unlock the next step in my life. Because if I keep on working and I keep on, if I keep on working and I keep on doing shit I don't really care about, I'm just gonna be sitting on my hands just wishing, always wishing that I went after what I really wanted to when I had the time. Now I still have the time and it's running out. It's running out. 22 ain't that young. It really ain't. It might be very young to some, but I looking around, look at the world, look at what other 22-year-olds are, it ain't that young. And I could definitely be making waves out here if I really had the time to focus on what I had to do. So I'm ready to do that. I'm ready to put all this brilliance and talent people see in me that I see in myself. I'm ready to actualize it in the way that I best know how, in the way I know it's truly and completely expressed. Because one thing I'm not gonna do is pour all my good, I know what my energy, what my intelligence can produce. And I'm not gonna fucking just give that to anybody. Why? Because I've lived a life for too long where I poured into things and it did not pour into me at all. So why would I keep doing that? Why would I give all my talent away to some fucking job I don't really care about just so I have a title? Just so I can get some money? Why would I? It might be narcissistic, but I can't really think of many things outside of my own enterprises that really deserve my full time and energy. And it's funny, it's like a cycle, because putting my energy into my enterprises gives me more energy to give back. Meanwhile, if I was just working for some corporate, I don't know, doing whatever the fuck, I don't know what niggas do now, but imagine if I put all my intention and focus into some mother boss that don't even give a shit about me. They're just like so happy I'm around. Yes, keep doing great work for me. Keep living your life to provide your services to me. But I know how fucking good, I know I got that fire. And the only person that's gonna really make the best use and the best results out of my own fire within me, out of my own will, out of my own talents, the only person that's gonna benefit the most and make me the happiest is me. So I'm ready to pour into me because I feel like God has shown me throughout my life I keep on pouring into other things and it's gonna have minimal returns. I'm gonna still go back to that lonely mind state of
man, I'm so fucked up, man. I know my best friend for 10 years, he fucking snaked me. Oh my God, such and such. Everything, all these relationships, they never work out.
I'm tired of feeling sorry for myself when I know at the deep, oh, I forgot this. Oh no, my family keeps pressuring me to do things I don't really want to do, but I just go along with it because I don't want to make, you know what? You got to break some eggs to make an omelet. And I'm tired of living a quarter of a life because waking up every day is taking 100% every day. And I'm tired of people expecting me to put 100% into things that only give me 25% of a life, half of a life. I'm ready to live my full life, man. I'm 22 years old. It's time to hit the ground running. It's time to jump off that porch. I ain't no fucking loser. I'ma get rich or die trying. So kill me, baby, if you really want to, cause I'ma die motherfucking living that life that I know I'm destined to live. Yeah. I'm no fun. One last thing. While I was writing my damn manifesto, I took breaks. I would walk around my campus, and I felt that disconnect even deeper, right? But I was still smiling, right? Because I looked at all these people. Yeah, they're all studying for finals. Yeah, they're all getting to the bag doing this class shit. And yeah, I might be a loser here, but all that shows me is I'm no loser. I just need to start playing a game that I can win.